Hey, some friends, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm Symptomistic, like optimistic, but make it Sims. And do y'all want to see an LP that I gave up on? So if you haven't followed me for a while, I will link it in the description if you have not. But I did a whole create a Sim about the Sim named Angelo that was going to be the start of like this art legacy Sim, yeah, this art legacy essentially. Like he was gonna be the first sim, and it was gonna be a whole thing. It was gonna be LP. I was already thinking about future sims, and then I actually played with him, and I think I made this episode, and that was it. So I just want to warn you, maybe talking to you guys about this sim will bring more interest into the game. But I just want to tell you, like, I want to be honest and share things like don't always go as planned, and sometimes you're just like, I don't care about this the way I thought I would. And as much as I love this sim, like I feel like he's a beautiful sim. I'm so proud. He's kind of different than my other sims, I think. And like I just think he's like a really cool sim. And I put all these people in this world. Like I like found all these sims. Like you'll see they're having the what's it called where they come over the gathering, like the welcome to the neighborhood gathering. Like I put all these sims in this world, and I did not like I put so much effort into the prep. And so like when it came time to actually play with the Sims, I'm just showing you his likes and dislikes. Uh when it came time to play with the Sims, it just didn't keep my interest. Maybe I will go back. I honestly do not know, but I'm gonna like consider this a current household because it's been so much time since I played, and yeah, we'll just tell the story as a current household, even though it is a new start. And yeah, so here we are at Angelo's house, which I actually think is really nice. It's really empty because he doesn't have any money and he can't afford like all this furniture, but it is a nice space that he can really grow into. Like, even though there might be some rodents. You see the like holes for the mice. There might be some leaky, what is it called? Like leaky pipes and stuff like that. But like it has a balcony. Like this is a really nice place. I don't think I've ever actually played in this apartment before because sometimes I get annoyed by the like apartments that need TLC. That really annoys me a lot. Ooh, listen, all the Sims in this save file are like amazing looking. Not I'm sure there's some like random townies still here, but like the ones that I put in his neighborhood in particular, like top tier Sims. So shout out to the gallery. Shout out to myself for the ones that like I tweaked and improved. I don't really remember who's who and what's what, but shout out to all of that. And so yeah, Angelo does not like fruitcake. We have learned that very quickly. And he is so if you want to know a little more about the sim, definitely watch the Create a Sim because I go into detail about his personality. But he's kind of laid back, like he's just definitely giving like that artsy vibe. Like he's charming, but he like is kind of playing the background. So I'm glad that we had this like welcome moment here because he is not really the person that's like gonna initiate the conversation with people. He's just gonna wait for people to come to him. And he also had like a bit of a rough upbringing, so he's a little standoffish in some ways too. Like he's guarded in that way. But he might initiate some conversation with some women, but I feel like he's gonna play it cool. Things also may look a little different. They may have changed the like I forgot what it's called, like the different options for conversation. Like I recorded this so long ago and I was like almost embarrassed to share it because I like gave up on it. But I am not keeping things in the draft anymore. I told myself I wouldn't do that, especially because, I just want to share more, talk more, and chat more. So I did notice that Angela walks over to this girl with the two ponytails. I will remember her name very soon. And yeah, I do see that like she was kind of sitting by herself watching the movie, and he kind of was like, "Hey, let me go talk to this girl." So like I said, he does make the initiative to talk to people sometimes, usually if he thinks they are cute. But it looks like everybody quickly joined, like, what y'all over here watching? And they do love his TV. They love that he has a lot of space, even though they like, oh, he really don't have no money. But you know, these Sims, I guess, in this building, they aren't judgy. They are all kind of on the grind in their own way, and they aren't here to judge him with like all this space in his apartment. And yeah, it looks like he's having a good time. He's feeling good from all the socialization. He's feeling confident. Like he is not thinking about money and like how he's gonna make money. Up, somebody says something awkward, but I feel like he's kind of too cool to really be embarrassed. But it looks like some of the ladies are heading out. He's just gonna chill with the feathers, the fellas for a little bit. Get to know Zane, or not. I'm kicking them out. See, I told y'all I don't remember what's going on. Yeah, I guess Zane and Omari, they gonna head out. Like, I think the embarrassment was enough for him. Okay, so I did get Angelo a career, and I had planned to make him a starving artist, but I didn't want him to like actually starve, so I decided to get him a job as a chat support agent. And if you are an OG Sim friend, you know like who else was a chat support agent. Leave it in the comments if you know. And if not, I'll tell you in the next episode of something. Well, maybe not the next episode of this because that might not be coming, but the next episode of something, I will tell you who was the chat support agent. And I often make my Sims this like when they're grinding because I feel like it's like a good career for Sims that like are just starting out or like they might not like go up the ladder. But I do have regrets because I don't know. I feel like he's not super chatty. Like that seems like, but maybe he does it online. Maybe he's like the people that like are the like when you go to the website and they chat with you. I don't know. I just don't know if this fits him. And I think he's not gonna show up that much anyway. So we'll see. He'll get like his little pays, but like if he could be out, he'll be out. And you'll see here, he was feeling inspired, so he is working on some art. Like this was out here on the street, and so he decided to spend the evening working on some art and just feeling good. That's when he's like truly like comes alive, is when he gets a chance to do this. And while he was doing this, he met this woman who was like very flirty. Like she's a little older than him, but she was very, very flirty. And they go back to the crib and some things happen. So can show that because, I have wicked whims in here, but some things happen. Now this is a wild jump because I just told you that he woohoo with that that lady. But this is like 3 days later that he ends up taking this girl on a date, and you should remember her from the party when she went to go sit alone and he kind of joined her. I knew something was going on when that happened. Like I knew something was brewing and people are out here working out, but he decided to take her out. Like, so it's not a date. He didn't call it a date because he's like too cool for that, right? Like he was just like, yeah, come out, have a drink with me, kick it. And that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna like kick it at this place. If you need to know where this is from, let me know in the comments and I will look. I still have the save file even though it's just collecting dust, but I can go in and see what this is. And her name is Anna. Up. Yep, she likes him. I think she's gonna try to get to know him, and it's gonna be interesting because like I said, he's a little guarded, and so she's kind of like, what brought you to San Mai? Like what are you here for? And he's like, I feel like I just want to be around creativity and creative people, and San Mai vibes are elite, so that's kind of what made me come here. And that's an answer, right? But it is very like generic. It's not telling her a lot about himself. It's just kind of, keeping it light. And I guess this guy is here to perform and get rid of that. I told you my game always glitches and says like my Sims think every Sim is ugly. But they're gonna watch this guy from perform. Like I don't know why he's not facing the crowd. It's very like artistic, emo. I don't know what kind of performance this is, but the crowd is loving it. Like the crowd is eating it up, and he's clearly like famous already. So, he's these alternatives. I can't even deal. Like he's in slides. Like, sir, like you can't even wear proper footwear to your performance. But they're gonna sit a little closer to the stage and just talk a little more. And so Angelo's kind of like, yeah, where can I see these type of things besides San Mai? That's like why I came to the city. So now that the performance was over, Anna was like, well, let's get on stage and take a photo, especially since you're new here. And, I want you to have this memory of this experience. And, Angelo's like, sure. Uh, I love to have my Sims take selfies, even though it's like the same experience over and over again. I just think it's realistic. Oh, okay, look at this little flirty little picture. I think it's realistic and it's just super cute. Like, I don't care if it's doing the same thing over and over again. I'm always gonna have my Sims take selfies, and I'm always gonna forget to put them up in the house and take them outside of their inventory. But yeah, I love they're clearly vibing. And Angelo likes that Anna is like romantic and like kind of looks at life in a romantic way. He's kind of getting that from her, that she like is very in the moment and she like romanticizes things. Like she told him a little bit about like why she loves San Moschino, and she's just like every moment is like an experience, and so he really loves that about her. And they are gonna get out the way. I guess Angelo's gonna sneak some pictures of this guy, but he's gonna get out the way of all these paparazzi going crazy over this dude that is like a weird, very weird artist. And sir, you cannot stay here with us. You gotta go. We'll get to know you a little bit because you seem like a nice elder gentleman, but we we over here trying to, you know, do a little razzle dazzle. And I don't know who's on stage right now, but someone's up there playing bad music. I mean, some people like it, but Angelo is like, this is awful. And I want to tell you, this is the reason that I really want to show you guys this video, because I, they're flirting, they're doing their thing, and it's supposed to be a casual lunch situation, but I did not see this woman walk over. Like, I didn't like, so I know that's the thing in the game. I know this should not be shocking, but I actually never have had it happen to one of my Sims, and I never like noticed her like when she came stomping over and then she sat down, and I didn't think about like, oh, they're over there being flirty, but they weren't even kissing. Like, how did she know? She was like eavesdropping to what they said, like, and she just thought it was inappropriate. And they were mostly like making eyes. Like, they went to lunch because it was like a casual situation. Like, they went to lunch, and she just comes over here and beats him with her purse, and he's like, "All right, lady, like, don't make me jack up no old lady." So yeah, with that being said, I think it's about time to get out of here with this lady in here, smacking people who are romantic. Like, but yeah, that was the first time it's ever happened to me in game. I know it comes with cottage living. What is she doing in San Myshuno? What is she even doing here? Angelo's still good and still pretty confident, even though he got smacked around a little bit. But he's like, is this how y'all give it up in San Mai? Like, what is this? And Anna's like, I've literally never seen that lady before in my life. I don't know what that's about. Like, only the sim watcher knows why that lady smacked you. But they really had a great time. Like, this really was, a casual lunch date, but they had a great time. They saw some famous people. They, had some experiences. They took their pictures. It's definitely like a memory that they've created for the books. Yeah, getting crumple bottomed. Yeah. But yeah, definitely created some memories, and I will say this was a success. A couple days later, I wanted to pop in and show you that Angelo did about a week's worth of work at his, like, as a customer service agent, and he was able to get himself an easel in his home, and he's really happy about that. So he will begin to practice art more. I also wanted to show you that Angelo and Anna, I don't know if you can see her little head in the corner. I'm trying to make sure we still appropriate for YouTube, but they they've gotten into it. And Angelo is still living a great life here in San Myshuno. Uh, he is still struggling. Like, he still really doesn't have that much money. But, as far as socially, I feel like things are going great. Like, he feels like he's in the right place. He feels the potential. He feels hopeful, despite his like kind of normally emo vibes. And he's just getting to know a few more neighbors. Like, these neighbors didn't come over with the welcome committee, and this is a big building, so he's getting to know some other neighbors, and we'll see how his friendships evolve and like who will be his close friends, who will stick around, who will be like that person like, oh, remember back in the day we knew that cool dude from like the 14th floor, like it's we'll see how it goes. Also, I can't handle him having 23 simoleons, but the struggle is real. And it looks like after having that chat inside, he invited this young lady he met in for some pizza. At least he has some pizza to eat. That's nice. I will try to show this Sim's name because again, I don't remember these Sims. He's also tired, so I don't really know why he invited this chick over to or like welcomed her in. I guess, she just seemed cool and he figured why not get to know her a little better. He liked her vibe. Like, I feel like he felt like she looked like she was out of the 70s and he just thought that was really cool. And she was cute, so, this is like it's funny, like this is the only place to like really sit and chill in his place. And so it feels like, we gotta get him some furniture. Like, we really gotta get him some furniture. But I do feel like the minimalism kind of works for him. But I feel like he needs something. Like, he does have books. He does have books. He did put these photos up here, which is funny because, you got this girl over and you got these like flirty photos that you taped onto the wall. Angela, what are you doing, my guy? Like, what are you doing here? But everybody here is single, it's definitely like a very single person's neighborhood. Everybody's single, and I think he wants to show that he's honest. Like, he is not trying to be sneaky, he's not trying to hide anything. So, just put everything in the open. He's kind of just like, yeah, those photos, it's the girl I kick it with. She's cool. She showed me around the city. Uh, and the girl is like, well, do you like her? Like, and he is Monica. The girl's name is Monica. Uh, yeah, so Monica's kind of like, well, do you like her? And he's like, yeah, I like her, but, nothing serious. And so we'll see where this goes with all these Sims because I feel like Angelo is getting like a little flirty. He's, he might get a reputation in this neighborhood, in this building. So he's gonna have to be careful. And does he have work tomorrow? Or today, does he have work? Because it is 5:30 in the morning. Oh, he likes her. Wow. Like, he likes her. That's kind of crazy. He doesn't have a sentiment with, I don't know, I don't think. Adoring, closer from happy memories. Okay. Oh, they have amazing compatibility, not just good. Okay, this could be interesting. See, watching, like, recording this and watching this is definitely like, do I want to go back into the save file and play Angelo again? But I got so bored after this. Like really, this is like all the good footage. I don't know, y'all. I gotta think about it. It's a lot of other things going on this channel. So as you can see, Angelo has a little more money. Oh, by the way, with Monica, I don't think anything happened. They just kicked it, even though it was like 5:30 in the morning. But yeah, as you can see, Angelo went to work. He got a little more money, and he's just hanging out, with his friend, one of the guys that, said like, hey, you want to come out and shoot some hoops? And so that's what he's doing there, like just playing some ball out here at, 9:30 at night, but it's well lit. It's pretty safe. You have this, without housing person sitting sleeping on the bench, but it's pretty safe area in San Myshuno, I will say that. And yeah, I think we are going to try a different career for Angelo. I don't know why I suddenly decided that, but I told you, like, I felt like it was weird for him to have that career. So I guess at some point I realized it and I switched his career up. and I'm gonna have him be a retail employee and have like a shift because that career and like I think he's gonna be a shelf stocker, which I feel like fits him more. Like he doesn't want to talk to these people, so this is gonna be his new job. And I think now would be a great place to wrap up this current household episode. I will let me know in the comments what you think of this. Like, it's kind of chaotic, like this chaotic episode and random footage. I would love to hear what you all think. Thank you all for watching. I'm Symptomistic, like optimistic, but make it sense. Talk to you later, some friends. Bye.